back, everybody, to the Point Blank International Championship 2017 in Jakarta, Indonesia. I am Valdez. With me is Sean. We're jumping into game number 5 of the night of 12 total. It is going to be the Philippines versus
Europe. Yeah.
Forgot that in the span of 30 seconds. I don't know how that's possible, but it happens.
It's possible, I guess. But anyways, yeah, Wargods versus ForTheWin. Wargods has already played up against Endeavor in their first round. And, you know, they kind of got swept over. They took 1 or 2 rounds, if I remember correctly. But now they will be going up against Europe for the win. And this is the same situation as the previous game where, you know, if ForTheWin ends up losing to Wargods, they will be, you know, at the bottom.
Kind of, small step below.
Yeah. But if they are able to beat Wargods, then, you know, even though it's their first game, you know, they will, you know, maybe take a couple steps up in the ranks. So we'll see what happens with ForTheWin versus Wargods.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you lose to a team that lost, what, 2 to 10, you're kind of, you know, you're proving so far that you kind of just take a small step down the ladder. But I'm looking forward to seeing what ForTheWin can throw in here. I think they should be pretty strong coming from Europe. I think the European region generally has a strong FPS background in general across all different FPSs. So I would expect them to be pretty good as long as they've done their practice coming into this one.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, the previous game, I just want to talk a little bit about the fourth game where Anifrag ended up losing. And, you know, how I was saying, you know, now because they lost to a losing team, they're a little down in the ranks. But if ForTheWin does that, you know, Anifrag and ForTheWin, they'll both be down at the bottom. And they'll, you know, it's going to be interesting if they go up against each other and finally decide who is really all the way at the bottom. But
and, there are, of course, a bunch of games that are happening off stream that we don't really know the scores of those just yet. So we don't know what the result of Thailand versus India was. We don't actually know. That was the first game that happened off stream. You know, maybe India won that one and we don't have like all the information about actually India's on top ahead of Ozone, which would be pretty crazy. I would expect Ozone to have won that one, but you never know when we don't have the information.
Yeah, we never know. And, you know, it's very unfortunate that, you know, we can't show you guys on screen, like, the bracket and, you know, the winners and the losers. And, you know, like, it would be good for us and, you know, to you guys to see, like, all the main stage games and the second stage games and the outcomes of that. So we can actually see who is on top and who is at the bottom. And, you know, wait for an exciting match to come up in the future, saying, you know, this team and this team will be very exciting to watch, you know. But
I was telling to you before, I want to cast Russia, but we don't get to cast them until the 6th game of the night, and then India and Brazil play their first games on stage head-to-head for the 7th game right after that. So bit of a delay before we get into that one. We saw, you know, the Indonesian team come in a bunch of times, and you know, Thailand coming in, a lot of these other big teams, and I want to see some of those other big names come in. Sean.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I am very excited to see all of the teams. We have seen a lot of teams so far, but like you said, Russia. But I kind of want to see ForTheWin because I remember, now this is my memory jogging, 1 year back, from ForTheWin's team, Twizzera and Zamp are 2 players that I also remember from last year performing very well. And if I remember correctly, those 2 players were the carries of their teams, getting the most frags, getting the most kills. And in my mind, they are pretty similar to Jack from Endeavor, where, you know, Jack did prove himself to be, you know, the person that I remember from last year. So let's see if Twizzera and Zamp are able to do the same thing this year, you know, because I'm just hoping that I'm not wrong and I remember the 2 players correctly.
I think it definitely will happen. If I had to predict one team to win this one, I think it would be ForTheWin. But, you know, we had, right, like we had Ozone versus
Endeavor,
and it was really close. It was 7-5 down to the end, and we just need more information, as we were saying before. So this is going to be a good one to see exactly where ForTheWin is at in terms of the rankings. And, we have a little bit more of a delay this time around because we had a shorter break. So you guys get to see us a little bit more, and we get to talk and delay time. That's what they wanted to do. So here we are. So, yeah, I've been having fun so far, Sean. How about you?
Yeah, for me, like, I've done this last year, and it was pretty similar last year. Long marathon, 10 to 11 hours of casting, 2 days in a row. And I remember last year that I had so much fun because it was kind of my first time ever casting point blank.
Yeah.
And it was such a fast-paced game at first. And it was to be honest, it was hard to catch on to right away quickly.
Yeah.
Because it was so fast, like my eyes couldn't follow and my brain couldn't register everything.
Yeah.
And the information like on the side, kill feeds were coming up, and like I didn't know what was going on. But this time around now, I can catch on to what's going on the map, and I can see the kill feed on screen. So it's more fun for me to cast this year compared to last year, I think. How has it been for you?
I feel like I'm kind of in the same spot that you were last year, where I'm like, things are happening really fast, and I'm trying to hold on. I feel like I'm doing a decent job so far, but it's really fun to just follow all the action because once you do get a grasp on the game and you see the strategies coming to fruition on the screen in front of you, you're like, oh, wow, that was really cool. And, the incredible plays, we've already seen a bunch of them, and we've only done 5 games, or rather 4 games so far out of the 12. So we have so much more time to see more of those plays, and that's really been the most fun part so far.
All right, that's good because, like you said, we do have many more matches to come up. And, when we see those super plays, to be honest, we need the players to, be able to do those super plays for us to be hyped, to give the hype to you guys, because nobody wants to see a laid-back game, a very slow-paced, dull game, because, who likes dull games? Like, why, we need the excitement, we need the super plays, we need the hype, we need to scream. So, I hope so far it's been so good. It's been good so far. So, yeah, I'm very satisfied.
The need to scream is real.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking for the need to scream. Yeah, that's
By the end of today, my throat has to hurt a little bit because not a lot because we have to cast tomorrow.
A little bit so that you can repair overnight and then get ready to get into the next day.
Yeah, and finish it off tomorrow.
Yeah. They're doing the introductions of the teams. You guys actually don't get to see that. And I don't speak whatever language they're speaking.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, I cannot translate that for you guys. I believe this is the Filipino team.
No, this is ForTheWin. It's Europe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. On their shirt, you see ForTheWin.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we do have the European team right now doing the team VCR. It's very unfortunate that, you guys can't see it with us.
We're the pure piggyback.
Yeah.
We only get the stream of the game, and that's it.
Yeah, the stream
you
of
only
the
get
game
to see the game.
and us.
Yeah.
So we don't get to piggyback the screen that they're seeing on the live stage on their screen, but we literally just get the game, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, and they did get the stage.
The DJ.
Yeah, the DJ and the stage where the pink man was dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all you guys get. Very unfortunate. There's a lot of exciting things going on this screen right now that you guys can't see. But, yeah, if you see our, eyes shifting towards to this side, then that's because something is going on.
It's a little bit distracting.
Yeah, it is. But we can see it and, tell it to you guys. And we do have Wargods on screen right now doing the interviews. And the interview just finished. And that kind of means that they are getting ready for our Game 5, finally.
Game 5 should be a good one. I think you're on the same page with me that ForTheWin should be the favorites coming into this one.
Yeah.
I hope that your prediction is right. Maybe Prophet Sean can come through and say, who are the 2 players again?
Twizzera and Zamp.
Twizzera and Zamp.
The first 2 players on ForTheWin are the 2 players that I remember from last year. But, usually I really don't like, I'm not really taking sides. Like, I'm not saying, I hope ForTheWin wins, but just in my memory, I remember those two players performing well last year. So I'm just expecting more because a whole year has passed, and I'm pretty sure they've been practicing, they've been improving. I know they haven't been slacking off because they did make it up to the group stages through the preliminaries. So
we actually have the brackets up here.
Oh, okay.
You guys can't see it, but we can read it off for you. Brazil is 2-0. Thailand is 2-0. Indonesia, Endeavor is 1-1. Europe, ForTheWin, is 0-1. India, Go Figure, is 0-1. And the Philippines, Wargods Ace Gaming, is 0-2.
All right. And for Group B, we have Indonesia, Raftel 1-0-0. TAM, or per se, World Judge ESC 1-0-0. And we have Shadowkill 1 win, 1 loss, and 0 ties. And who's this team?
Art of Execution is 0-0. And then Antifrag is actually 0-2, all the way down at the bottom, -12 in points. So I'm glad that we had this at least on this screen to tell you guys the updates. I'm sure some of you more hardcore guys already have the brackets up and the stats already. You have like your little ticker going. You know what's coming up and who's won what.
Yeah, but Wargods right now, who will be playing ForTheWin, is actually the lowest team right now. Antifrag was at -12 points, but Wargods they were at -14 points. So currently, Wargods is the worst team yet so far. It doesn't mean they are the worst team in the whole tournament. There's many more games to be played out, but they definitely need a win in Game 5 against ForTheWin because they are 0-2 and their round points are very low. So they need to take some rounds away. They have to try to do a clean sweep to make up for all the losses they had in the previous 2 games.
They need to, I think, win all 4 games, and they need to do it with good score because their score is shot down already, -14. They're 0-2, and as I said before, when you need to be top 2 in your group out of 6 teams in order to make it into the semifinals. But if you're already 0-2 and -14, I think you literally need to win every single game in order to have a chance to make it into the semifinals. So definitely going to be playing their hearts out here as it is their last chance to make it into the second day. But ForTheWin, with only 1 loss, is also going to be trying to win this one.
Yeah, and we will slowly be getting ready to go into our 5th match. The map will be Safe House. And like you said, Wargods, they definitely have to play their heart out. They have to win with the good score. Not just win, but win with the good score if they want to stay in this tournament.
Yeah, so we're looking for some 5-0s out of both of these teams, but specifically the Filipino team if they want to have a chance here in this tournament. So looks like the game has started, guys. We're going to be jumping into that in just a few seconds. It is going to be on Safe House, as Sean has mentioned. So let's jump into that now.
All right, here we go. Safe House has a lot of sharp corners, a lot of close quarter combats, not too much room or maneuver room for snipers. And it seems like, if you notice, ForTheWin has only 4 players playing. So I don't know what's going on, but I guess only 4 players were able to make it.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to see because, I mean, they lost their game, but who knows what could have happened if they had 5 players.
Yeah. So Twizzera's there, Zamp is there, and we have Lightus there. Who's not there? Sense is there. Oh, Gang isn't there. I have no idea why Gang on ForTheWin side was unable to make it, but even on screen we see the player's camera on screen, and we have that one seat empty.
Too bad the chair can't play.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad too that they couldn't find a substitute in time. You know, maybe it's visa issues.
Yeah.
It's hard for us. As I said, we're at the caboose of this train. We have literally no idea what's happening at the front, and could have been visa issues. Maybe the guy is sick. Maybe maybe they threw him off the team. You know, we really have no idea. So
yeah, we would love to tell you guys, you know, what's going on, but you know, We do not know. We don't have the information.
Maybe some of that information is out there on the internet. Maybe you guys can search, what happened to ForTheWin's gang, or Gong, or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah, they were actually one of the teams that I remember, like I mentioned before. But, not having one player is very big on a 5v5 first-person shooters.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into commentating this game. Maybe they can pull off the miracle victory. They are down 1 round, but so far it is 3-on-3 for round 2.
Yep, Sense was able to take out 2 players right now, tying it up. So we'll see if they are able to, maybe just put up a fight against Wargods.
Double headshot,
double
though.
Headshots.
Yeah.
Answers with the headshot as well. Ooh, they got the both angle.
Trisera. He's low on health. They take him out, and a quick 2-0. Well, I mean, we said that the Filipino team, they needed to basically sweep everybody, and this will be a good start playing against the team that only has 4 players.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for ForTheWin, but they are, they didn't give up just because they were, down a player. They are playing it out, and, a miracle could always happen. A 4v5 is doable. It's not impossible. So
I would love to see it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Who doesn't? That is one of those, hypes and the excitements that these players could bring to us.
Sen's trying to hop up and down and see if he can poke anyone out.
Yep.
But so far, just playing it pretty passive here as the defenders are ForTheWin.
Yep. Having a, one less man on your team, definitely don't want to play it too aggressive and get picked off.
Okay, Zamp getting the first kill. There's
2
a
kills.
headshot.
All right, Zamp gets 2 kills but goes down, but that was good enough. 1 for 2 trade.
Nice little headshot there. They might actually win a round here 4v5. See if they do it. Lightus trying to hop up into the window, and he does get the kill.
2v1.
Yams, can he do it?
9 health.
Nope.
Wow.
Gets taken out. Okay.
So ForTheWin takes a round.
ForTheWin, making this interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's move out.
All right, let's move out. No.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah. But yeah, ForTheWin taking 1 single round away from Wargods with a man down is just critical for Wargods because they need to just sweep Wargods if they want to stay in. Another pick off.
And right from the get-go, 4-4. And so, I mean, this is what you got to do if you want to have a chance, 4v5. Fortunately, it is now 4-on-2. They do pick up 1 kill. Sen's going to get the headshot, but Grenade takes him out for the trade. And now Zamp is all alone versus 3. And let's see what he can do here.
Will he be able to pull this off?
Trying his heart out. 27 health does get taken out.
All right.
And
we do have the Philippine team up 3-1. Going into round 5. There we go with the fire in the holes.
okay.
All right.
There's going to be
1-for-1 trade.
Oh boy, but yeah, ForTheWin they got one round, and that was impressive.
Yep.
But we'll see what they can do here. Another one does go down. It's 2-on-1, and coming on in, and he does get 2 kills. Just as there's the caster curse coming into effect. As I'm like, well, they took 1 round, but I don't know. And then Zamp is like, well, hold it, buddy.
Yeah, hold it, buddy. I'm still alive.
Yeah. I'm still in this one.
Yeah, Zamp with 7 kills recorded right now. All right, it's 3-2. It's a close match. It's closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Funny the way it works out sometimes.
It does. And now Wargods is taking a step back, taking it slow. They do not want to lose to a team with a man down. But anything is possible. Wow!
Look at that. Well, if you're picking off players like that, I guess you do have a chance. But as I say that, I don't know what's up today, guys.
Hey, Zamp is alive once again. Let's see.
Okay. Never count this guy out. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. Whoa!
Look at that. I mean, this guy is on a roll. Can't do it all by himself.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he already has 8 kills.
Yeah. By himself.
All right, let's move on.
All right, 4-2. Potentially the last round if Wargods is able to take this round away. We'll see.
Zamp, aggressive stance here in the room, takes out one, gets a second for his team. It's 3-on-3 now.
Yeah. Wow, a nade kill coming in. Twizera is still alive with a little bit of health.
Yeah.
It's still a 3v2.
That was nades on nades as Twizera took a bunch of damage from the enemy's grenades, but actually gets the kill.
They have to play it very slowly. Wargods definitely want to take this round away. They don't want to give another round to ForTheWin.
Zap pops one, gets him down. Now it's 2-on-2.
Oh, this breathing sound, it's right in my ear. It just seems like someone's just sighing into my ear.
Bomb
and it's
has
not
been planted.
pleasant.
Lightus. It's all up to him, basically. Twizera is incredibly low. Looking for that pickoff, but in the corner, he gets picked off from behind. Taking out Yams, though. 3 health, and he gets the double kill! The double headshot.
No.
What a beast.
That was, wow.
Smiles on the European team's face as in the face of playing 4v5, they're keeping up.
Yeah, they
Mission
are.
success.
All right, 4-3.
All right.
No, I said potentially the last round, but you know, ForTheWin is just telling us to shush up and just watch through the whole first half.
I want to see more sniping action out of Lightus. It's been pretty decent so far. Ooh.
A good start.
Okay. VR says we're not going to be losing. And Zamp comes in and a snipe from Lightus. There's a second one.
Wow.
And okay, we are tied up 4-4 as a couple of sniper kills and Zap also coming in, or not Zap, rather Zamp.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting confusing. But it's down to the final rounds here on the first half.
Wow, this is probably the closest game we've seen yet. And it's a 5v4. They're slowly making their way in. They don't want to rush it in. This is the last round, and you know, this one round is going to make the difference in the second half because it's so close right now. So, let's see how they go in.
Trying to pop him through the door. But you can see Amp is playing pretty safe there. Smoke grenade coming through. Amp, Samp or Amp?
Zamp.
No, this is Samp.
Oh, yeah, that's Zamp right now.
There's Samp, Zap, and Zamp
Yep.
on the other team. And then Adri Cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. They're super slow. The tension is going up.
Zamp in position, trying to blow him up. Blows up the rocks, comes on through.
Unable to get that double kill, though.
Lightus, though, with the snipe. Tries to get a second one. Can't quite do it. 2-on-3. Twizera taking that damage, but they trade a kill back. Now it's Sens versus 2. Zap, very, very low.
Yep, and VR at full health. Will he be able
Bomb
to pull
has
this
been
off?
planted.
Bomb's been planted. Sens has to definitely pick one off and make it into 1v1, but he only has 30 seconds left right now. And he he is just going around for the flank.
Yeah. He's taking his time. Yeah. He has 23 seconds.
All right, there we go. He spotted.
Oh, comes in.
Headshot. 45 health.
He needs to get on top of this bomb, though. VR, he has time. He can wait until he hears the defuse. Smoke's coming down, and there's the defuse coming in, but it's too late, so. He's going to stop that one, and the Philippine team does win 5v4, but they won rounds 5-4. So I thought it would be more one-sided to the team that has one extra player, but I guess that European team is quite strong.
Yeah, they are. And yeah, we'll soon go into the second half, and we'll see if on the defending side, you know, having 5-man will be advantageous rather than, you know, going on the attacking side and maybe making a few mistakes and making it 5-4 victory. Maybe they can do a 5-0 sweep in the second half when they're on defense.
Yeah. So here we go, guys. The countdown has begun. We're going to be jumping into the second half here on Safe House. We'll see if the European team ForTheWin, can they actually do it 4v5?
Okay, let's go.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
We're getting the intro here as the firing in the holes is happening.
Fire in the hole!
All right, here we go. Now we have the 4-man team ForTheWin on the attacking side. Definitely at a disadvantage when you're attacking with a man down.
Okay, 2-on-4, make that 1-on-4. Zamp has been good, but can he be great?
We'll see. Ooh, blows that bomb up. Oh, gets headshotted. That sound, though.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Well, they're giving it their best shot.
Let's move out.
Yep.
We'll see what they decide to go for. It looks like 4 members to the right side, or rather 3 members, and then 1 to the left.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
The one guy is probably gonna try to force a swing on the defensive side by himself, throwing all the nades.
Fire in the hole!
And maybe the 3-man that went to the right side will try to pick off the man that's going to swing around. We'll have to see which way this goes.
Latest already quite low here, 37 health. Grenades coming through, but they're going aggressive. Ooh, is going to dodge that one.
Oh, he sees him behind the car. Will he be able to pick him off? Nope, gets picked off. 3-4, 3v4.
Yeah, Adric does win that skirmish. Samp is going to pick off another kill. Zamp getting quite low, coming from behind, but that is going to be 2 kills in a row. Yams and VR will pick up the 2. Now it is 7-4 in favor of the Philippines.
Yep, and you know, having that 1-man advantage is definitely way more advantageous on the defending side rather than, you know, having a 1-man down on the attacking side. Because when you're defending, when you do a 2-2 split on the bomb sites, yeah, it's doable if you get, you know, if one player gets a double kill, it's doable. But when you're attacking, it's so much harder when the opponent is able to swing around and help out with one more player on their side. Oh!
Lightus. He picks up the kill, but then he's like, okay, here I go.
Yep.
And,
gets headshotted.
yeah.
Alright, we have Sense moving in.
We got a nice angle here. Adric stuck behind the truck, but gets the kill, and VR cleans up the second one. And, well, there you go. Quick 3 rounds for Wargods.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Wargods definitely needed this. Like we mentioned before, it would have been better if they got, you know, if they gave away less rounds towards ForTheWin. But a win is a win, and they are doing a great job right now. 3-1 sweep right now, 3 rounds in a row. Oh no, but 2 people are picked off.
Make that 4-on-3 for a European team. The bomb is already planted. Samp, though, gets a nice angle from behind. Adric wins one as well, but Lightus trying to go 1v2, takes them both out. Now it's up to Samp.
The bomb is. Ooh, that little bunny jump into that peak. Ooh, ForTheWin takes that round.
All right.
So they won't be getting sweeped in the second half. They are coming back, cutting off the momentum of Wargods. Wargods definitely need 2 more wins in a row.
Yeah. Do need the 2 wins,
Wow.
but
It gets naded.
ForTheWin, if they want to win this one, this entire match, they need to win all 4 rounds in a row.
Yep.
Get it to 9-8, but we'll see if they can. Come on up into the bomb site. It's 3-on-3. Yams and Zap coming from behind, it looks like. Bomb is planted.
Nade is out. Oh, sense. Seems like okay, Yams gets a pick off, but gets picked off.
There's that headshot 1-on-1 now.
1-on-1.
Lightus on top of the bomb here.
Definitely has the advantage.
Yeah, wants to force him in.
Oh!
Jumps up and eats one in the face. So that will give VR the defuse and Wargods the win in this round.
Yep, they will win this round, but we will play out throughout the rest of the rounds, which potentially the last round, because the second half it's 4-1 right now. So the first team to win 5 rounds. So if Wargods wins another round, then they definitely should, just because they won the game, they have to try hard to get this last round as well for the points. So we'll see if they'll be able to take that last round away for the win.
Fire in the hole!
There we go.
Moving on into A, it looks like. Samp in position towards B, gets his headshot.
Fire in the hole!
They are trading off 1 for 1. If they trade off 1 for 1, it's not good for ForTheWin because they are already a man down.
Trying to get this angle and does miss that snipe. Samp though will trade 1 down with the headshot. There's the second one. It's getting close here.
Oh no!
Oh, but Twistera does get taken out and Samp is incredibly low. Samp versus Samp. Who's the better Samp? It's going to be Samp.
Wow.
There you go. So the 14 team, Wargods does eventually take that out with 5 round wins in the end. So as you were saying, they give up 5 rounds for the win, but at least they take the win in the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. They definitely needed to win. When we were saying previously, they're at the bottom of the bracket right now, but if they want to move up in the ranks, they have to first win. And for a plus alpha, it would have been better if they won more rounds and gave up less rounds towards the opponent. Yeah. But a win is a win, and they do have a couple more games coming up, and they have to win back to back to back to back if they want to stay up in this tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
So kind of unfortunate that ForTheWin had to play with 4 players.
Yeah.
We'll see what will happen later on in the tournament if they get that player back. But gonna have to wait and see until their next game. I think they play once again in the 9th game against India.
But yeah, now it's our 6th game coming up, right? We have Russia versus Indonesia Team B. So it's Raftel versus Art of Execution. And these 2 teams are also very formidable. And, you mentioned before that we went on a break that you wanted to see how the Russian team plays. So, finally we are almost at the halfway mark. So, it's been very fast-paced games, but we are still in the group stages getting used to the team plays and how the players are, coping around with each other as a team. So, we still have a long way to go. We still have a little bit more than half of what we just did ahead of us. So, I'm very excited before we move on to our 6th game.
Yeah, so guys, we are going to jump into a quick break. We'll be right back with game number 6.